Excuse me, Molim. I want you to put this one here so that I can get some clear voice. Let me help you. That's okay. Then you will hold this one.
I don't need to do anything. Eh? So we have talked about ground cover and we finished about ground cover, okay?
Yes.
Here I am showing you about a plant that cannot support itself. It has to be supported. Can you see?
Yes.
So this stick here is fixed there so that this plant has something to hold on. Isn't it?
Yes.
So you shall see some of these as you go on. Let's move that side. Question, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
About the plant.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you tell them those extensions that are
Yes,
climbing on
I
it.
wanted to get there.
Okay.
I'll show you one that we can even plant, in a plaque. Yes, I know tendrils.
How do we call it?
These are called tendrils.
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 Yes.
But what I want us to get to one plant where every one of us will be able to pluck one and spread it so that they can see exactly what happens. But you can see this one, for it to be supported the way it's supported now, okay? You can see it is like his own fingers, holding nicely like this. Can you see it's holding like this? Can you see?
The fingers are
Can you see?
tendrils.
These are called tendrils. But everyone will get one so that you can pull. Higher, we are moving, okay? Right here, we have still another plant that grows in the wild. This one is not a fruit tree. But you see, it also needs to be supported. So you can see we have supported it where? There, okay?
Yes.
It is supported so that it doesn't fall. Because normally when it is growing, it is weak. It cannot stand by itself, okay? The same with the sugarcane. Can you see sugarcane? It's the same, eh? This one, we shall have a party very soon. I think we can invite you. We shall have a party for eating sugarcane. Shall you come?
Yes.
Let's move on. Let's move that way. Yeah, moving that way. Moving. Now, some of the crops that we plant, this is one of them that we call pepper. We call it?
Pepper.
Piri piri. And this one is very, very curly. It's very bitter. So, this one you don't play with, eh?
Yes.
If it gets into your eyes, then you shall have a lot of problem of scratching, okay?
Yes.
Problem of scratching. Can you take care of this? Take care, we don't cut it, eh? Okay? So, this has been planted for you to see. Now, in your books, in your what? And I hope the teacher will note this. There are some animals that bother farmers, like rodents, rats, and such animals. So farmers sometimes will take this pepper, grind it, and use it to scare those animals. Yes, small wild animals like rabbits. It's covered in your books, isn't it? You take this and crush it, and then the rodents will not feed on your particular crop, okay? In actual fact, out here, we have another one which we call euphorbia. It's also identified as one of the plants where you can use its product for crushing and scaring these animals. You understand? Yes. So this one has many purposes. Of course, people eat it. It's very nice when you eat, but is that as old people eat this? But mainly we have it for the purpose of doing what? The purpose of scaring animals. I have some other one. Somebody came and cut it, and I wasn't happy. Well, let's move on. Higher. Here, you can see this plant which are planted. Eh? This plant, we use it. like what we call a hedge. We call it what? You can see our compound is surrounded by stones, isn't it? A stone wall, which we call perimeter wall, okay? If it were not for too many problems of security, we would plant this all around the compound, okay? Right? It is called a hedge. It is called a what? Hedge. And some of it has very sharp thorns, so don't play around with it. But you can see this one is green. Is this what? Green. And that one is not fully green, okay? Yeah. But they are the same. They use the green coloring matter to make what? What do they make? Food, isn't it? Yes. Grade 4. You know that, isn't it? Yes, you know that plants will make food using what? The sun and what else? Okay? Through the leaves, they make their own food, and they also emit oxygen, which we need, isn't it? So you also need to plant a lot of what? Plants in your compound. Let's go around. You can pass. Can we pass here? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. We go, 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 we go. When we plant our trees, we need to protect them. We do what? Protect them. You don't plant a tree and leave it for for goats and such things to come and eat. If you look at this plant here, which is a palm tree, this is a palm tree. Is it what? Palm tree. If you look at it, it has, you see, these kind of leaves. It's called a palm tree. So goats like it. They do what? So I've made sure that I put this cover to prevent it from being damaged. By what? By the goats, okay? So you shall see somewhere in your books that you're supposed to protect the plants that you have, the trees that you have planted, okay? Higher, let's move on. Yeah, moving. Moving. Higher. You shall see plants that grow in areas where it's a bit dry. It's all in your books, okay? Some of those are called cactus trees. They are called what? Cactus trees. And here we are. This is cactus. Teachers? Teacher? This is cactus? Yes. This is? Have the children seen cactus before? Have you seen cactus? Yes. All your books has cactus somewhere. Yes. You see, it looks like the picture of a human being with the parts, a head, shoulders. Huh? Can you see? Yes. So this one is supposed to be planted, but we had left it for this purpose. And there are very many types of cactus trees that they grow in the dry areas. Higher. If you look here, can they all see? There's also cactus here with very sharp what? Thorns. Can you see? Yes. Members of staff, you can see. Very sharp. I don't want to cut it, but very, very sharp. Why do you think they have thorns? Who knows?
To protect itself.
Yes, exactly. To protect itself from
being eaten.
From? By? Yes, animals. Because animals eat plants. Those animals that eat plants, we call them herbivores. So herbivores eat plants. So, and this because it's growing in an arid area, it needs protection. So God has made it in a manner that it has thorns which protect it from being eaten. You get it? Protect it from being eaten. My pepper. Now we are going on, yes?
Rate of loss of water because they don't have leaves.
Yes.
So it minimizes loss of water because they do well in deserts.
Yes, exactly. In fact, these ones I've gotten from Kitengela. This one I got them from Kitengela, all this. And this one I got it the other day from Roiru. This one I actually brought it on Sunday for you to come and see, okay? The one that is outside the gate. The one that is tall. It's also, it is actually a form of euphorbia. It is euphorbia. That is not cactus, it is euphorbia. And let me tell you, it has very dangerous stuff. Huh? If you cut it, that milk you see that comes out here, if it gets in your eyes, you'll be in trouble. It happened to me and Gitonga one time when we were trimming the fence. It's very dangerous. So also children, please know that you don't play around with any plants that you crush it and put in your eyes, because they can produce a very bad disease. Now here we have another one. This one I'll even allow you to cut. Cut a leaf. Cut a leaf. Because this one, we have a lot of leaves here, so I don't have a problem with you cutting. This plant here is very good. It makes perfumes. It makes what? Perfumes. This one, it makes perfume. Just get a leaf, and maybe you can just crush like this, and it's very nice. It makes very good perfume, okay? Right, let's work on. Teacher, this is a pine tree. Pine, eh? Yes, the pine tree. It's a family of the coniferous plants. We are going. So here, I want the, can you more or less make a circle? What are you seeing on the ground? Exactly. These are weeds. Yes. That is what I wanted you to see. See. Weeds have flowers, okay? Yes. Flowers make the food for some insects. Can you see the insects? Yes. They are eating what? Their food is from these flowers, okay? You can see a lot of them, eh? Okay? So I have left them here and attended so that learners like you can see that insects, okay, feed on this. I think teachers is somewhere that you come across that in your books, eh? Okay? Pests, okay? So these insects sometimes can be dangerous to the crops that we are growing in another place. So here, instead of them eating my cabbages, they are eating what? Okay? They are eating flowers. So I have them. They are many. That's why I have left all this place like that. Okay? Yes. So this is my insect. Eh? Yeah? You see I have very many insects? Yes. A lot of them are wasps. Okay? A lot of them are butterflies. Okay? Some of them are the ones you call aphids, and they're also captured in your books, okay? Isn't it? Right, let's move. Slowly. Here you can see a plant that cannot support itself, just like the one we are seeing there. And the teacher, this is where we see tendrils proper. Can you see tendrils proper? Here. These fingers that the plant makes, it's intended for holding itself somewhere so that it can what? You see, it coils. It coils itself because it wants to hold on something. Can you stretch it? Stretch it and see. Yeah, we don't cut very many, but I want you to see how it goes. You can see like now this one. Let me tell you the difference. You see, this is just new. It has just grown, okay? This one, eh? But immediately it gets to some place like this, it starts doing what? Coiling itself, okay? It starts doing what? Coiling. So you can spread it out and see how it does what? These are the fingers of this particular tree because it is not able to walk. Eh? It is supposed to coil somewhere so that it can hold like that, isn't it? You have seen that? Yes. So each one of us now has known. Eh? So these are what you call tendrils, and they are there in your books. Okay? You can see what it is doing. It is coiling itself, okay? What do you call this plant? What do you call it? Yeah? This is passion fruit. This is what? Yes, the only thing is that its type is not giving me a flower. I am hoping that it will give me a flower very soon. This is passion fruit, okay? I think we can move slowly. Let's move.
Leaves.
And what are there? What is there in the leaves? What is there in the leaves? What is there? What do you see in the leaves? Where? It's not what? Okay, teachers. These are pests. They are what?
Pests.
They are pests. If you look very closely, you can see some of them are alive. Eh?
Yes.
Okay? Yeah, but I don't want to go into that level because these are actually thrips. You know thrips? Do you know thrips?
Yeah. What?
Let me tell you what has happened. You see, I'm sneezing.
Yes.
You know why? Because these three thrips or any other thing, when it's trying to get into your system, in your breathing system, what happens? Your body refuses, tells it you can't go in. So it's sneezes, isn't it? And then when you're sneezing, you are supposed to cover your, isn't it? Yeah. So this is an example of pests that are feeding on this particular plant, okay? Yeah, good. Oh, this one is a bright one. Okay, bright girl. Is that a girl or a boy?
Boy.
Now, look here. What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
Pest.
No, it's not a pest.
Ladybug.
Exactly, ladybird. Ladybird, eh? This is a bright guy. Ladybirds. What are they feeding on? They're feeding on? I've just told you that this what looks like black. These are very small animals. They are very small. So those small animals, these ladybirds are eating those small animals. Okay? So you see all here we have insects, okay? Oh, it's already gone. Plants that do not support themselves. They cannot grow upright like trees. Have we not seen? We have another type here, which we call creepers. We call them what? They creep along the ground. Okay? They are what? They are creepers. So, all of you will possibly see. Let me pull it. You see this one, eh? You see, and you see it has a flower, isn't it? Yes. This one is the family of melons, okay? The family of melons, eh? Okay? Clippers, okay? This one actually is the family of sweet melon, but this is not the sweet one, okay? This, we have planted it there for you to see a creeper. You see what? This family of creepers are many. Sweet potato is also one of them, okay? All right? But this particular one also developed ted leaves. It also does what? They develop ted leaves. So if it finds somewhere, it still can climb. Okay? But basically, this is a creeper. Okay? All right? Are you happy? You've seen a creeper? Yes. And there's a family of watermelon. I'm also, pumpkin is also there. I've also seen, I think Nani is also there. Strawberry is also there. Strawberry is also in that family. Okay? And when it comes to planting them, planting more and more and more, we can talk about cuttings when you want to grow. Okay? To plant, we call it travelers. Okay? But it's very beautiful. Can you see it's very beautiful? This is very beautiful. We planted, it's planted there just for beauty. Yeah? For what? For beauty, isn't it? Yes. And then, just like I had said earlier, I had said earlier about a hedge, isn't it? Yes, you can see we are planting bamboo here to make a nice hedge so that when you are in the swimming pool, you are not seeing people inside there, isn't it? Who is that? This one is actually is actually, oh, there's an insect there. Let me see.
Don't touch it with
Let me see. Oh, that one is called a stink bug. It's called a what? It's a family of beetles. It's a family of beetles. It's a family of beetles. It's called a stink bug. Look at it properly, you see. It is a family of beetle, okay? Yes. It's a very hard wings. The wings are very hard, but it still spreads out. That stink bug is a pest. Is that what? Yes. Have you ever heard of macadamia? If you go to a macadamia plantation, those are very many, and they are very dangerous. They eat and eat macadamia, okay? Yes, but here, I don't know what it is eating here. I've actually never seen it. Eh? You know macadamia? The gardenia, the ones that, when they are in the field, when they are growing, it comes and it draws a hole inside there, it spits there, and then they go bad, okay? We want to learn something here. There are very many things I want you to learn here. Grade 4? Yes. Are you there? Yes. Now, this tree, your book tells you that when you plant a tree, you take care of it, isn't it? Yes. Let me tell you. Yes. The tree is also already taking care of itself. What? You know, it's a cold season now. Yes. So you are wearing clothes, isn't it? Then the tree is having a very tough bark. B-A-R-K. Very tough what? Bark. B-A-R-K. This one you cannot even damage it easily because it is, can you see it has very nice cover? Yeah, isn't it? It is this for protection. It is what, doing what?
Excuse me.
Normally, when a tree has been injured, okay? When a tree has been injured, the water inside, which we call a sap, we call it sap, okay? Tries to get out. It's just like when you are cut, the blood comes out, isn't it? So when it's getting out there, that's why it forms this kind of a thing. Yeah? It is like glue. It's like what? Glue. That's just for beauty. That's just for beautifying. Okay? Then the other thing I wanted to see is that this plant, this tree, drops a lot of leaf in this kind of weather. In this kind of, the leaves do what? They come out. Later, you shall be told by teachers why that happens. Okay? All right? Yes, this tree, every time in the morning when we come, oh, are we all together? Listen, because we talked about the weather, when the weather is like this, cold and hot, cold and hot, cold and hot, this tree releases all the leaves. The leaves drop down. They all drop down. Then, when the rains come, it grows new what? Leaves, okay? Yes, it grows new leaves, In your books, in your what? Books. There is somewhere where a picture of a water tap and sink are drawn. Isn't it? Yes. Water tap and sink. Where you come and wash your hands. Isn't it? Yes. It's there. Which is it grade 4? It is there. There is a picture of a water tap, okay? So you can see one. Yes, this is a water tap. Okay? For washing hands. When you have done all these things, you go wash your hands, isn't it? All right. Then there's who has never seen? Who has never seen? I want to know who has never seen.
Why are those people making noise?
Who has never seen a banana tree? Okay? So all of us have ever seen.
Yes.
Yes. Now, if you look down there, it has babies. It has what? Ah, what do you call the babies of a banana tree? What do you call the babies of a banana tree? Huh? What do you call them? We call them suckers. You call them what? Yes, we call them suckers. So you can see it has small babies there, and those babies are called suckers. Normally, when you want to plant another place, you come and take the what? The sucker. You cut it nicely, you remove it, it has some roots, and then you go and plant somewhere else, okay? Yeah, do you know how now to plant a banana? Yes, I know at some point we shall start talking about how you propagate. Grade 4, isn't it? Grade 4, we shall talk about propagation. So here, grade 4, listen, grade 4, are you listening? For banana plant, to plant another place, or to spread it to another place, you come and cut the what? You come and cut the sucker, okay? You come and cut the sucker. I want to cut it in a manner that we can see what I'm saying. I'm saying the banana tree does not produce seeds that can germinate. So if you look here at the center, and I think the stuff can actually, you can see very tiny little things.
Yes.
Very tiny black spots at the center. Can you see?
Yes.
The very black ones.
Yes.
Those are the seeds of a banana. Can you see all of you? Okay? Yeah, so this one, I don't know whether if you put them in the laboratory they can germinate, I don't know. But for my experience is that they don't germinate. So this is a fruit, banana fruit, okay? Which again we eat when it's green. It's for beauty. It's for what? For beauty. It produces so many flowers, okay? Yes. Just No, it's not poisonous. This one is not poisonous. No. Well, what is not poisonous is not necessarily what we can eat. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Let's. So we are moving slowly. Let me now come. Eh? Pardon? This one, this is the one I'm saying. This is just a plant that is here for ornamental purposes. It's for beauty. It's for beauty. This one is for beauty. This one is for beauty. For beauty. This one is for beauty. For beauty. For beauty. For beauty. Okay, that's enough. That is enough. It's just for beauty. It's just for beauty. It's not. But you don't eat. Don't eat. It's not a fruit that we eat. Okay? Higher. Here we. What are you seeing? What is that you are seeing? What are you seeing? This is the house of one of our friendly birds here, which is called a sparrow. A what? Sparrow. It's called a what? A sparrow. A sparrow is a bird that you see normally in the morning that flies opening the beak like this. It goes with the beak open like this. Okay? I think you have seen it, teachers. I think you can show the children in the morning. I don't know whether around your place is there. This bird, which is called a sparrow, we have two friends. They actually they come and stay here with us. You can see. Okay? Yes. We have been trying to baptize them, to give them names, but they have not agreed to come forward. We baptize them in the pool. Eh? So they live where? Yeah, they come in the evening. After the whole day, they come, and then they stay there overnight, and then in the morning they leave. And when they leave, they go opening. So if you that is flying comes and entering the what? The mouth. You understand? So you, a teacher, you are supposed to also go digital, try to investigate some of these through the internet. Eh? You can check the life over. Okay. That is a good skin which we have made into a chair. Okay.